AITA for wanting my girlfriend to split her child support money with me for our household expenses? I, 35M, have been dating my girlfriend, 32F, for almost 2 years now, and we're talking about moving in together. The issue came up recently when she brought up the child support her ex pays for her daughter, 10F. Her ex pays $800 a month, and my girlfriend receives the entire amount directly. She currently puts it all in a savings account for her daughter's future college expenses and emergencies, giving her daughter only a small allowance from her own earnings. I propose that if we move in together, we should split the child support, with half going toward our joint household expenses and half going to savings for her daughter. I'm not asking to take it all, just that we consider it part of our household income since we'll be living together and she'll have fewer expenses for her daughter once we combine our finance. My girlfriend says this is completely inappropriate. She said the child support is for my daughter, not for our household. I've been saving it for her future for years, and I'm not about to change that just because we're living together. She says my request is selfish and that I'm trying to dip into money that is specifically meant for her child's needs. She thinks I'm being unreasonable for suggesting that money that's meant for her daughter should be used for our rent and bills. Now she's upset with me and said I don't understand how important it is for her to have this money set aside for her daughter. I feel like she's being closed minded. The money comes to her every month, whether we live together or not, and it's a significant amount that could really help us afford the nicer place we've been looking at. I'm working two jobs just to make ends meet, and she's only working part time with the child support supplementing our income. Is it really so wrong to want to pool our resources when we're planning a future together? Is it selfish of me to suggest using money that's coming to her for our daughter's benefit toward our shared living expenses? I just feel like she doesn't want to acknowledge that my financial situation is just as important as hers in this relationship, and that the child support should be considered part of our income once we live together. AITA for wanting to share the financial burden equally.
All right, folks, settle down, settle. President Biden here. Nice to be here with my good buddy Barry and, well, you know who you are, Donald. Let's do this. New listener question about child support and moving in together? Sounds like a real head scratcher.
Wrong, Sleepy Joe, all wrong. Child support, tremendous opportunity. My guy here wants to split the child support check his girlfriend gets, $800 a month, folks, think about it, for household expenses. Genius. She saves it all for her kids' college. Sad. That money could be working for him. Winning move.
Donald, as usual, you missed the entire point. This is about financial responsibility and prioritizing the child. The ex's support is legally and morally obligated for that child. Period. Using it for joint rent? That's potentially jeopardizing the kid's future needs.
Weak. Weak argument, Barack. Life is tough out there. My guy is working two jobs, tough guy. I respect it. She's part time, living off support. Note fair. He needs that $400 a month for the rent, for the groceries. She's being cheap, Barry, very cheap.
Hold on now. Look, folks, the boyfriend here, he's feeling pinched, that's for sure. Working two jobs, girlfriend's got some extra dough coming in. Yeah, it stings a bit. But come on, Donald, the money's earmarked for the daughter. It's not his to spend. It's not their joint money. That's the line.
Joe knows nothing about money. This is their money once they live together. He's the one carrying the burden. She wants the fancy place, fine, but she's got to contribute properly. He's being reasonable. Half for the house, half for the kid. Perfect split.
Contribute properly? By potentially diverting legally mandated child support? The audacity. The child's future education and emergencies are not leverage for your relationship finances, Donald. That's just unhinged. He needs to accept this is her daughter's money.
Barack, listen to yourself. Legally mandated? It's going straight to her bank account. It's her money. She chooses what to do with it. If she wants to be a hero mom, that's her business. But when they move in, it becomes their business. He's entitled to half. Entitled.
Okay, let me jump in here. First off, Donald, entitlement is a hell of a thing. But look, the real issue, the boyfriend here, YTA. YTA, buddy. Yeah, you working hard, that's great, that's real. But this ain't the answer. You wanting to take money that's supposed to be for a little girl's future? That's not being a partner, that's being, Well, a little selfish. Got to see the bigger picture.
Selfish? He's selfish? She's the one hoarding the cash while he busts his back? Joe just proved my point. He's getting played. Total sucker. The girlfriend's the problem here, Sleepy Joe. She's being unfair. Should split it 60-40 maybe? More to him.
No one is splitting child support, Donald. That's not how this works. The question is about the boyfriend's demand. And honestly, NTH, the girlfriend is absolutely right. The support is sacred. However, I will say the boyfriend's frustration with the financial imbalance is understandable, Donald. His part-time working girlfriend receiving substantial child support does create a real disparity in their contributions to shared living costs.
See, Barack gets it. The imbalance, the unfairness. He feels it. That's why my plan is so brilliant. They combine the forces, use that money, make America's apartments great again. She wants a nicer place? Fine. Pay for it with the support. Problem solved.
No, Donald, stop. Barack? What? You just mixed two different things. Listen to me. The boyfriend asking to dip into child support for rent and bills? That's an AITA moment right there. Girlfriend's holding the line on something that matters for her kid. Good on her. But Donald's also right about one thing. The overall financial picture ain't balanced. That's a separate conversation.
Presley, the demand for the child support itself is YTA. But the underlying financial inequality in their relationship, fueled by the child support income going to her, is a valid concern for them to address without touching the support. Maybe she contributes more from her part-time earnings. Maybe he adjusts his hours. But touching that $800, that crosses a line.
Fine. So they talk about it. But she's being stubborn and unreasonable and not a team player. The money is there. They need it. He needs it. It's the smarter financial move. Win-win.
Donald, win-win ain't always about who can take what. Sometimes it's about what's right for the family. And this little girl's college fund, that's what's right. Now look, the boyfriend here, YTA for pushing this specific demand. The girlfriend, NTA, standing firm for her daughter. But Sleepy Joe's got a point about the bigger money stuff. That needs work. Maybe a fancy new place isn't the right move right now. Maybe they rethink things. But child support? That stays put. Final ruling? Boyfriend is the asshole for this. Girlfriend did the right thing. Move on. Now, next topic?
Agreed. Next caller? Though I fear Donald's inner monologue will take at least 15 seconds to turn off.
Wrong again, Barack. My monologue is brilliant, just like my AITA judgment was brilliant. We nailed it. Podcast over.